Hi guys, how everybody doing? Welcome to my live post, our launch of STM SMR Shadow Motion Racket. In this live video, I want to be sharing our new product with you guys, and I really want to say thank you to all the friends globally who have supported our STM book, whether it is English version, traditional Chinese version, or the simplified Chinese version. And I want to say thanks to all my friends, all the supporters, mentors, supported testimonials, coaches, players as well. Thank you. So now we have a new product right here, as you can see, 5 rackets in front of you, and we want to give you guys a sharing of these 5 products for you, and want to tell everybody some background information first. So for all our friends who have been following, okay, or all our friends who haven't been following tennis of STM, it was launched long ago already, a year and something ago. Since this time, okay, shadow tennis movement training, okay, is created by myself, humbly created, and supported by all our friends, mentors, coaches, and players. And during this time, there have been many people trying to copy. If you look online, people have been trying to use shadow swings, shadow da-da-da, shadow da-da-da, and that's okay. But remember, what you saw first is in STM was the first systematic shadow tennis movement training that was created. Remember that first. That's number one. I want to make sure of that first. Because in our industry, many people like to claim credit for other people's work. But that's okay. We just want to make sure everybody knows the established of STM and when it started. Cool? And so, okay, there is 4 stages of STM, shadow tennis movement training, that made it unique. We have a slow stage. We have a flow stage. We have a breathing stage. We have a visualization stage. Whether you use it in order or in the way that you like, slow is the segmented stopping of the progressive stages of the strokes. So for a beginner, there's four stages, right? For example, on the forehand. Okay, for all our tennis friends out there, ready, shoulder turn, step, contact, follow through, and those 4 stages are for beginners. Advanced level, there is unit turn, okay, launching of the legs, loading, rotate to contact, pronation, release, follow through, etc., etc. There's more complicated stages and there's more in there. So we stop on the slow. We go into that detail in STM. So it's not just shadow swings, per se, okay? All our partners, okay, who are STM around the world, we all have different variations on how to use it, and that's okay. Okay, just to let everybody know, STM, there is stopping. So you know exactly what you need to do when you slow it down to that detail. Okay, remember, we're not in a match yet. In a match, you don't care too much about technique, you're trying to do other things. But in this STM systematic time, you're trying to develop it, the technical side, you're going to slow yourself down. After slow, segmented stopping, you connect the dots. You do it in a flow fashion. But the flow, right, we're still very conscious of every movement, what's going on. And we have specific cueing words in the book to teach our users how to use it. Next stage is breathing. Long and slow and controlled, bracing the core as you do it, and inhale as you load, and release, exhale as you contact the ball. We go into that detail in STM. Visualization, we realize that many friends, they don't think when they hit the ball, or they think the wrong one. For example, if I hit a ball that's up top higher than the net and I'm trying to penetrate, then I must think a penetrating trajectory. I shouldn't think of a loop trajectory when I'm trying to penetrate the ball. So there is 2 trajectories that we supply in STM. So in our shadow tennis movement training, it's very specific, and we go into detail. So it's not as simple as just a shadow swing. Okay, guys, let's establish that first. And we have, again, want to repeat again, we have 2 trajectories and we have variations on shots. So we're not just teaching people to spin only, we teach people to hit fast shots as well. Whatever you like to hit, but you're going to follow the procedures in order to develop it. Okay, so also now we want to explain that STM, this is just the first book, and we've been very lucky to have testimonials of many expert mentors, coaches, and players, and I'll be very proud to have showed this to Nick, and Nick Bollettieri. Nick is awesome. He read it and he told me a lot of good things that he thought about it, so I really thank Nick about that. And all our other friends, including Andres Gomez from Ecuador, French Open champion 1990, thank you. I went all the way to Ecuador to see him. Recently, we had a positive testimonial from Randy Liu, from #1 from Taiwan, ATP number 33. I want to say thank you and to him, and thank you, Kevin, for showing him the book. Really awesome for that. Okay, now some background info for you guys, right? So as you guys go STM, you must go slow, really slow, so that you understand what's going on. And this is only for friends who are open-minded. Okay? We're not saying the old methods are wrong or other methods are wrong. No, we're just saying this is a different angle of view that you can try. For friends who are open-minded and friends who are willing to invest in their own technique and development, or maybe you're a parent, you want to invest in your kids, you must spend time, right? Nurturing the development, no matter just tennis or sport or athletics or academics. For friends who think they're expert already, sorry, this is not for you. You might just stop watching right now. Okay, but for friends who are willing to keep learning, just like myself, I always think I know nothing, and I always want to keep learning. Then let's keep talking about the next product. This is a great system. I've been very lucky. Okay, I've been very lucky to have found an area where there was not that detail to be written about it. So I jumped in, and we elaborated on it, and we went into detail to show friends and help people. All we want is to help people improve. If it's not for you, it's okay, but maybe just try it first. And also, there is variations on how it's used. So maybe different friends would like to use it this way, and different friends would like to use it that way. So it's okay. So we've left room for variation. Now, right in front of you right now, there is 5 rackets. Number 1, we've got to tell everybody, do not compare this with a Roger Federer racket, or a Nadal racket, or da-da-da racket. This is a training tool, okay? And we tell everybody at the beginning, you do not hit the ball with it. Yeah, you do not hit the ball with it. See how urgent that was, right? I made the book for, right? You do not hit the ball with it. You do not hit the ball with it, okay? Then what do you do with it? What do you guys think you do with it? You do, I'll put this down, you do STM with it. You shadow tennis movement training with this racket, with these rackets. And currently right now, the lightest racket here is 350 grams. Yes, 350 grams. 375, 400, 425, 450. My favorite is the 450. Why is the racket that heavy, Henry? Won't you hurt yourself hitting the ball? Guys, you don't hit the ball at the beginning. Okay? Just hear me out first. You got to listen to the reasoning for you to understand, that's why this works. For friends who will invest in themselves and maybe purchase 1, 3, or 5, we offer 1, 3, and 5, the package, then you guys will get another free book. Okay? You get a free book on how we teach you how to use these rackets. Don't just go ahead and use these and just swing and do what they call shadow swings and, with no systematic way. We will give you a way to do it. I'm going to share you guys an example. Think of these rackets as a training tool, which after you use it, you will put them down and pick up your own racket and hit the ball. Okay? So we call it a superset. You use these rackets to swing in a systematic fashion, depending on what you want to do. Then you pick up your own racket, then you hit the ball. You will find that, depending on how you train with these rackets, you will have better speed or better strength on your shots after you hit. Okay, so remember that first. I'm going to make sure that's a very important point. Do not go and pick up a 450 gram and go and hit the ball. That's not how you're supposed to train with these rackets. Okay, very important. Nowadays, tennis is getting faster and faster, agree? And everybody becoming faster and faster and trying to do all this strength and conditioning work. Great, but remember, before you learn to accelerate or develop speed, what do you have to develop first? You should be developing strength first. And to develop strength, you must develop balance first. Balance, strength, speed. With no loss of technique. If you go ahead and try to do speed and you lose technique, you're going to hurt yourself. I think let's make sure that point is understood first. You do your balance, slow, right? STM, and then you got to do your strength. Build up your strength, then you can go ahead and accelerate speed and then explosive power. Very important to understand this process. So that's why how you use the rackets, okay, is very important, and what weights you use and how fast you swing using these rackets would allow you to develop appropriate speed strength qualities. Cool? Think of these guys as dumbbells, okay? Alright, so I'm going to give you guys an example. For example, if I want to develop strength first, okay? One of the program we supply, okay? This is the time, and this is the weight, okay? For example, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different weights here, okay? My weight, it may be different from another guy's weight, and it's okay. You use it according to how comfortable you feel. So, but for strength, you're going to use a little bit of a heavier weight, okay? A little bit heavier weight. And let's say we do it 5 times. You swing for 5 intervals. And in here, you will get a break. And how long do you swing for? How long do you break? Let's say you're going to break for 15 to 20 seconds. Why 15 to 20 seconds? Because that's the break you get during a tennis point. For the friends who play tennis, they know that you get that much of a break during tennis. So that's why we're going to allow you guys to rest approximately 15 to 20 seconds. So here, what are these things, Henry? For the strength, we're going to allow you guys to pick up a heavier weight relatively, and you decide on how heavy you want to go. Don't go crazy. And we're going to indicate this with a blue. What's blue? Blue is slower speed. So you pick up a heavier weight, you see indicated by here. If you can see it from this far, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dashes, this is towards the top. So this is heavier. Slower swing speed. Very slower swing speed. And I'm just drawing this right now. In the book, it goes into more detail, which will give you guys free if you guys invest in one of these rackets. And what about you after you do strength, right? So you strength here. Okay. What happens if I want to do speed? Okay, so speed, an example. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to pick up a lighter one. Okay? And indicated by an interval, red. What's red? Go fast. Fast speed. With a lighter weight, we'll give you guys that speed. However, the lightest one is 350. We're going to think about making another one, maybe a 325 for you guys, for those who are smaller in stature. But right now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you use a lighter weight and you go faster, then you get your speed. This is just basic, guys. I'm just giving you an example in this slide feed to just show you the scope of what you're looking at. So basic strength, then basic speed. Okay? And so after that, you're going to have intermediate. Okay? I'm going to show you basic strength, basic speed, and you have intermediate, and you have your advanced. In the performance level, then you will, in the middle of these rest periods, pick up your own racket and hit the ball. We call that a superset. Swing with a shadow motion racket, then immediately pick up your racket and hit the ball. You will find that after you use these rackets and you swing according to what you want to develop, you're going to go ahead and hit the ball with more racket head speed and more strength, more support. We used to have a racket, my father and I. Okay, back then we can't afford to have rackets like these that are custom made at that weight. We used to put a lot of lead tape on the top of the racket and just swing with it. And then I'll pick up my own racket and hit the serve. We found that it increased my racket head speed a lot. Back then, we didn't have this. Now we have. So we want to be able to share this with everybody. And it's very important to understand, again, I know I'm repeating myself, that you do not just go ahead and get these rackets and then just hit the ball with it. Not the way to train. Okay? We have to train systematic, okay, to build your speed strength. Okay? And of course, definitely you've got to slow first using STM so that you can properly go through and develop your game. Okay? We've been very happy to have launched this, and for all our friends who have supported our book, thank you. And now we have another product to help you guys accelerate your tennis improvement. We're going to have an early bird offer for all our friends who are interested, and I want to give you guys right now some description on the product here. This is a longer racket. This is a 27.5 inch racket. Yes, it's a longer racket. Want you guys to use a longer lever. Get used to swinging with a longer racket. Okay? Gotta get used to it so that when you go ahead and pick up your own racket, whether it's long or not, it's heavier, man. Okay? So that you will accelerate faster. The racket is white. Not only because I want it to look good, we want it white so that you guys can see the shape of the swing. That's what we're working on next. When it's a little bit more dim, if the light's a little bit dim, you will see the actual swing shape as you guys do it. The material, 100% graphite. Okay, it's strong. For friends who eventually, in our next book, not this book, but in next book, you will actually hit the ball with this, but in another systematic way. The strings, that's in the next book, as I was saying. We will allow you guys to use some softer string first, softer tension, and then you can go ahead and use some stronger strings with higher tension. That's in the next to come. That's next time. But this racket is the weight, again, 350, 375, 400, 425, 450. My favorite is the 450. But not everybody can swing a 450. Then just go ahead and build from the beginning. The racket is even balanced, okay? Even balanced, okay? For all our friends who usually put lead tape on their racket, you know that it's easier to add and manipulate with an even weighted racket, okay? So that's why we made it even balanced. We could have made it just put a racket and then put the lead tape on, but that's not what we want for you guys. We want all our friends to begin with an evenly weighted racket. So I've been very happy to have been able to make this available for you guys. Think about this. I'm going to leave this for you guys. There have been many devices, training devices, that have been created that helps the user understand more about the swing, right? Whether it is a gadget for the wrists, gadget for the forearm, gadget that you swing with, that has a ball in the end that shoots through, or whatever, or makes a sound, is to help you guys at the end improve your feeling on the swing, to get that feeling, or maybe racket head speed. Those are all great. I'm not saying they're wrong, okay? We're just saying that maybe try this, because sometimes the best way to get the feel of a tennis racket is the tennis racket itself. It definitely, in a systematic way, to train and swing and move, and it all makes sense together. For all our friends who have questions regarding this, feel free to message us and ask us. Do not assume, okay? STM again, okay, is only for friends who are open-minded and are willing to invest in themselves and in their close ones, their friends, tennis buddies. The worst situation is when somebody learns a little bit and they think they know it all. This is not for you guys, for those people. Okay? For me, I tell myself I know nothing. I'm always trying to learn better ways to do the things I want to do or the things that I'm actually doing. Better ways to do what I'm actually doing. So if you're one of those people, we welcome you guys. And this has benefited a lot of friends. And definitely also it's a great warm-up tool. Remember what we used to do when we warm up? We want to make, like you're playing tennis and you want to warm up, and so what you do is you grab 2 rackets in one hand, right? Say for example this, oh it's heavy. You grab 2 rackets and you swing. So what happens, you can't really grip it that well, right? You got to grip 2 rackets. But now you already have, okay, you already have a heavier racket. That's a training tool for you guys. This again is not a performance racket. Do not look at this as a performance racket compared to the rackets that the top players use on the World Tour. No, this is an equipment for training. Okay, and that's what we do. We give you guys training material, training education, so that you guys can improve on the court. Better ways to train for coaches, players, parents, and maybe just players themselves. I'll tell you, a 450 definitely feels really great, but you definitely have to have the technique to be pretty sound and have relaxed arm and have your large muscles working for you in the right ways. Your kinetic chain must be right. Your swing must be smooth and efficient, and your breathing must be right. And it's all in here. This product begins from STM book and then continues on to the books continuing. So for example, the second book is STM Shallow Tennis Movement Training, featuring the Topspin Pro, where we teach you guys to hit better topspin using the Topspin Pro device. The third one, fourth one, fifth one, will be releasing very soon on the launch date, 21st of September, which is also my birthday. Okay guys, so it's a very proud moment for me. I picked that date because it's special for me, so I remember. And there is another free books that features my friends' products, and it's very honorable for me because they have the product, great product, and I teach you how to use it in a systematic way. Remember, you might have the best products in the world, okay? You might have the best, whatever device, but if you don't know how to use it, it's worthless, okay? And the worst thing is, you don't know now. You only know after a period of time that you're doing it right or you're doing it wrong. Learn it from someone who has tested it and actually gone through it and made the mistakes. I've made plenty of mistakes and I'm still making mistakes, so that my clients and our friends don't waste their time making mistakes. Okay, you guys don't have the time. You guys just want to get in there and enjoy your time while you're on the court during your training. Does that make sense? So again, welcoming all the friends who are open-minded and willing to invest in themselves. Welcome you guys, whether it's a message or comment or coming to our launch date, okay? Launch event, okay? STM Power, this is shadow motion racket, okay? Remember what date STM was launched? After that, many people online and offline have been trying to incorporate shadow swings into their programs. But we are the ones that go into detail about shadow movement training, okay, for tennis. So remember that, and all that is cool, and thank you for your time in watching, and I hope this has shared some cool stuff with you. This is the 450, and it definitely feels strong, and you see that I'm bracing my core right now in order to accelerate my arm, and we definitely want to share it with you on the launch day, and come feel it. It's definitely a great product. So thank you for your time, and if you haven't got the book yet, message us so that we get it to you, whether you're whatever region in the world you are, because we ship internationally. So thank you, and hope to hear from you guys soon. Thank you.